What's going on, guys? So we're gonna hop right into the week 4 predictions. Um, we have some really good matchups, so hopefully much better record than last week. Last week I went 6-10, so I'm hoping for a much better week. First off, we start Thursday night football with the Dolphins at the Bengals, the 3-0 Dolphins going against the 1-2 Bengals, and you know I have to do it. You know I have to pick the Bengals. I'm going to keep picking against the Dolphins until they actually lose. So I'm going with the Bengals. Bengals at home. This is probably a mistake because the Dolphins have a very good defense and the Bengals O-line is horrible. So this is probably a mistake. If you're putting money on the game, I do not recommend putting money on the Bengals. But I'm going with the Bengals. Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals. So I don't care. I don't care what you say. I'm going with the Bengals for this game. Next up, we have a 9:30 game. Vikings at Saints. It's really in London, so it's not really a Saints home game. It's interesting. It's not a primetime game. It's not a 1 o'clock game. So how is Kirk Cousins going to play in London? Well, this is the week I am taking the Vikings. So this is probably the week the Vikings will lose because they're one of the most inconsistent teams in the NFL. But I really need the Vikings to have a good week. I need Justin Jefferson to have a good week because he's on my fantasy team, and the last 2 weeks have been duds. And honestly, it's not Justin Jefferson's fault. They are triple teaming the guy. Honestly, it's a compliment to him. But I need him to have a good week. So I'm taking the Vikings in this matchup. Let's see if the Vikings can go to 3-1. That would be really good for them. Next up we have... Well, let me just do this. So, in my previous video, I did not include my reaction to the Patriots-Ravens game. I will include that now because I didn't want to ruin the whole entire video. So basically, I did pick the Patriots, although I wasn't really expecting them to win. But I still picked them, of course. It was competitive. It was a really competitive game. We got like 4 sacks on Lamar. I thought we did a pretty good job until the second half. He really took off against us. We had so many chances. Mac threw an interception in the end zone. I don't know what he was thinking there. Before then, we had so many good chances to win the game. We really could have won the game, which kills me. And then at the end of the game, I wanted to murder Nelson Aguilar. I can't imagine how anyone has ever put up with him. He fumbled on what could have been a game-tying drive. This is the second time he's done this. He did this week 1 against the Dolphins. He caught a pass for like 20 yards, and then he got stripped from behind. Nelson Aguilar needs to sit on the bench and get cut and never have a job in the NFL again, okay? I can't describe how much I dislike Aguilar. He's not good. He drops passes. He's a horrible wide receiver, and he's a horrible person, and he should not be on the Patriots. With that being said, besides all that, now we are stuck with bald-headed Brian Hoyer, who has a weaker arm than I do, and I'm not an NFL quarterback. So this guy is going to be starting for us against the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay because Mac Jones injured his ankle. It was kind of a cheap shot from the Ravens. Not really a fan of the Ravens. They just rolled on his ankle for no reason, and now it's badly sprained, unfortunately. So this is the week I will be picking the Packers over the Patriots, which I hate to do, but there's no way I could pick Brian Hoyer over Aaron Rodgers. So they haven't officially ruled out Mac Jones, but I'm telling you he's not playing. We all know he's not playing for probably a few weeks. So we're going with the Packers for this game. Yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. So next up, we have what do we have? Vikings and Saints. No, I just did that one. What else? Yeah, I just did that one. No, next up we have the Browns at the Falcons. This is a really tough game because I don't really trust either of these teams. One team blew a lead to the Joe Flacco-led Jets, and the other team is the Falcons, which is just known for blowing leads. So I'm going to pick the home team and that's the Falcons. So we're going to go with the Falcons. Can they win 2 weeks in a row? I mean, one of these teams has to win 2 weeks in a row because they both won last week. So we're going to go with the Falcons, see if Mariota can cut through that Browns defense. It'll be interesting for sure, but I'm going to go with the Falcons on that one. The Bills at the Ravens. So considering how much I hate the Ravens after last week and everything, I'm just going to go with the Bills for this one. I think Von Miller, if we can get the Patriots defense, which is not bad, but if our defense can get 4 sacks on Lamar, I think Von Miller can wreak havoc on that Ravens O-line because honestly, they're very banged up and they do not have a healthy O-line. So I think Von Miller is just going to take care of business and then the Bills are going to bounce back. I don't see the Bills losing 2 weeks in a row. So I'm going with the Bills in this game over the Ravens, even though it's in Baltimore. I don't care. We're going with the Bills. Next up, we have Washington at the Cowboys. This is interesting, but we're going to go with, I don't know. Do I really think Cooper Rush is going to win another game? Are they going to go 3-1? Are they going to win 3 games in a row? Washington doesn't look good. We're going to go with the Cowboys. We're going with the home team. This is a strong home team week. So we're going to go with the Cowboys. Cowboys over Commanders. Here we go. Next up, we have the Seahawks at the Lions. This is a game I'm absolutely picking the Lions to win. I do not see Geno Smith beating the Lions, or many teams for that matter. But yeah, we're going to go with the Lions. I think they're going to bounce back from last week's loss, kind of like they did in week 2. So we're going to go with the Lions for this game. Next up, we have the Chargers at Texans. I cannot in good faith pick the Texans over the Chargers. The Chargers are just going to have to find a way to win after losing to the Jaguars badly. Hopefully, they're just going to be so embarrassed that they're going to play really well and motivated. So we're going to go with the Chargers for this week. Next up, we have Titans at Colts. I think the Colts game was a fluke. I think the Titans are going to beat the Colts. So I'm just going to go with the Colts outright the Titans over the Colts outright. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to go with the Titans over the Colts in Indianapolis. The Colts winning wouldn't really be an upset, but I would say this is the biggest game to keep your eye on. The Colts over the Titans. But I'm going to pick the Titans. But keep your eye on this matchup. Next up, we have the Bears at Giants. This is a tough game because the Bears' offense is not great, and they're playing a really good defense. Also, the Giants' offense is not very good. So, it's kind of battle of the running backs. I don't know. This is a real tough one. I don't feel good picking the Giants. I really don't. I don't feel good picking either team here. I almost want to come back to this game. I'll come back to this game. Next up, we have Jaguars at Eagles. This could be a really good game. I'm still going to pick the Eagles because they're playing at home and they've been playing better longer than the Jaguars have. But this game could be really good. If the Jaguars defense can somehow shut down Jalen Hurts, then the Jaguars could pull this off. So I will call this my potential upset of the week. Jaguars over Eagles is a potential upset, but I'm not picking the Jags. I'm picking the Eagles. I don't like to, but I have a brain, so I'm picking the Eagles. Next, we have the Jets at the Steelers. I'm going to pick the Steelers for this game because they are the home team, and Zach Wilson is not good, and he's probably starting this week. So either way, we're picking the Steelers, but this is not a game I want to watch on TV. Next up, we have Cardinals at Panthers. The Panthers pulled out a win last week. I don't see them doing it against the Cardinals. The Cardinals desperately need a win, so we're going to go with the Cardinals for this game. That's at 4:05 p.m. And next up, we have the Broncos at the Raiders. We have the Broncos, a team that is worse than the record, and we have the Raiders, a team that no one expected to be 0-3. They're playing in Las Vegas. They're playing in Las Vegas. Is this the first game that the Raiders finally win? I'm picking the Raiders for the 3rd week in a row. See if they let me down again. We're going Raiders over Broncos. Next up, we have the Sunday night game. Could be really good. Chiefs at Buccaneers. The Chiefs coming off of a loss, the Buccaneers coming off of a loss. This is tough. This is really tough. My brain says pick the Chiefs, but I told you I wouldn't bet against Brady the rest of the season, so we're going with the Buccaneers. That's all there is to that game. It's going to be great. And then Monday Night Football, we have the Rams at 49ers. I'm picking the Rams for this game because the 49ers just sabotaged themselves against the Denver Broncos. So I have to pick the Rams over 49ers. Let's come back to this game I don't want to pick. What is it? Giants and Bears. Woo! Should I just roll with the home team here and pick the Giants? Yeah, let's do it. Giants over Bears. I'm going to regret this one for sure. Giants over Bears. Okay, so far for my lock of the week, I'm actually 1-2, so you probably shouldn't listen to my lock of the week, but I'm still going to give you one. So my lock of the week, this is bad. This is really bad. This is just really bad. My lock of the week is the Raiders over the Broncos. All right, there you have it. So let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.